JJ the CPA here. Let's talk about IRS audit flags. And here's the thing to know. They really don't exist, at least not the way that you think. You know, with the IRS, everything is so digitalized now. And it's not necessarily like in the cloud, but think of it that way, right? In the sense that when you send in your information to the IRS, when you're sending in that tax return, especially when you're e-filing it, it's now just going into their software. It's just going into the computer. And so they do have some analytics, but let's be clear on this. Here's what does not cause an audit, a big refund. If you owe a lot of tax, that's not an audit flag. If your tax one year is $1 million and the next year it's $48, that's not a flag. If you're in a situation where you have a lot of charitable contributions, that's not a flag. If you have a business and one year it's a loss and the next year it's big time income, that's not a flag. So those are the things that we think is a flag. The thing to know about this is that what the IRS is more looking at is the type of industry that you're in, and is the income that you're reporting consistent with that industry. If you have losses, are there losses year after year after year? Of course, they're going to look at you if there's any suspicious activity. If you make a lot of income, it's not that you're flagged, it's just that you're of more interest to the IRS. Why? Because if they make an adjustment on a tax return that you earn more money on, guess what? It's going to equate to more tax and penalties and interest. So, you know, the IRS, they approach it like we do in the sense of a business, in the sense that if they feel they can get a large adjustment, then that would be something they'd be interested in. But you have to know this, just because you make a lot of money doesn't make you somebody that's a flag. And nowadays it's pure random that you're selected for audit. There's really no way to flag yourself, in my opinion. All right, hey, here's the bottom line. I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I want you to remember one thing. Don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me. Well, here's the bottom line. You need to subscribe to my videos, right? I've given you valuable information here. I appreciate you tuning in, but here's what I need you to do. A favor, click subscribe, check out my other videos, and then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me.